We are currently going in two different paths, and if I don't speak up, I will be very unhappy. Although you think that the turbulence in love and hip-hop has finally subsided, you're not prepared for what's about to come because this dispute will ruin the franchise. Mendeecees has revealed a shocking revelation, and by shocking I mean destruction on a nuclear scale. Kendra Robinson and Kirk Frost are rumored to have had a covered affair. Who's revealing the secrets, honey? In addition to being untidy, receipts can destroy your job. But when it comes to promoting himself, he's not holding back. In all honesty, Kirk has been relocating shady for years. With his adultery, side babies, and financial problems, this man almost created the guidelines for betrayal on reality TV. Let's assume that the texts were not erased, but this is a whole other level of problem, and the manner I found out about Kendra Jock's wife. Well, now for the surprising part. Kendra might not be the only person in the field. You will need to sit down and pay close attention after what I just revealed because things are going to get ugly. Yes, this problem is more complicated than you may have imagined. Oh, you were mistaken to think that the drama of love had finally subsided. This dispute will blow the franchise's roof off, and I promise you that you're not prepared for what's about to happen. Devastation Kirk Frost and Kendra Robinson are suspected of having a covered affair. The receipts reveal that it's not just messy, honey, but that their career is coming to an end. And guess who's telling? I'm the one who's not holding back. The adultery, the side babies, or the financial scandals. Kirk has been pushing shady for years. He practically wrote the handbook on betrayal on reality TV. However, this is a whole other level of messy, considering how M learned about Kendra Jock's wife. This drama did not occur all at once, so let's take a look back. The latest Love and Hip Hop reunion tape was the catalyst, and trust me when I say that tensions were already high before this startling disclosure. What is going to shake the industry as a whole is the possibility that Kendra is not the only one involved. After what Mendeecees just told you, my dear, you're going to have to sit down for this one. You might not realize how complicated this scandal is. There was conflict from the start, according to sources dropped near production. There was skepticism because Kirk and Rashida had been putting up a united front for months. There was a dearth of energy when Joke and Kendra showed up. Joke was unusually quiet, and Kendra's body language, let's say, was screaming guilt. The real drama, according to several sources, began with Mendeecees' arrival. He had kept this knowledge to himself for weeks. The camera began to roll when he approached Kirk, leaned in and murmured, "We need to talk," breaking his silence. It turned out that Mendeecees had obtained some quite sensitive messages. I mean, serious enough to terminate a career, that weren't just friendly texts. Rather, they were explicit, and worse, they were between Kirk and Kimberly. As everyone knows, Kirk has a history of dubious behavior. For example, he cheated on Rashida with Jasmine and had a full-fledged child. People familiar with the matter say that Kirk and Kendra's affair has been ongoing for more than 6 months. When the moment that really blew things up occurred later that night after the reunion taping was finished, Kirk wasn't exactly being discreet, as evidenced by the receipts, which are actually screenshots of late-night texts, Cash App payments, and even a few hotel reservations. Sources claim that I waited until the cameras ceased to roll in order to. According to reports, Kirk became pale when Mendeecees handed him the phone's receipts. No one is buying that, honey, despite his best efforts to minimize it by saying that there had been a misunderstanding. Kendra felt just as bad when Mendeecees questioned her about this. Without trying to suppress it, she just started crying. However, without Mendeecees, things took a significant turn for the worse. That evening, after everything had happened, he allegedly called Jock and told him everything. Insiders claim that Jock ended up staying at a hotel rather than his home with Kendra because he was so furious. The following morning, Jock requested that Kendra be taken off the show and proceeded directly to production. But the producers weren't done yet. Kirk was also forbidden from filming, which is more or less hip-hop and love code for Weir. Knowing how to handle Kirk's garbage, CIS packed her bags and left when she learned about the affair, rather than yelling or sobbing. Insiders claim that Rashida was prepared to take everything with her when she filed for divorce, and that the very next morning, she called her lawyer. "I was about to terminate Rashida's employment and you," but she was halfway out the door. Although Kirk may have contributed to its construction, Rashida is credited with starting it from the ground up because she is the owner of the majority of their businesses, including the Press Boutique, Frost Bistro, and the real estate empire. Now that Kirk has been shown to have had an affair with Kendra, Rashida is in total charge. But keep in mind that Kendra, oh sis, is already taking action on her initiative, allegedly using a lawyer, and it is said that she intends to request spousal assistance and alimony from Jock. Jock isn't going to give up, honey. This is going to become more than just a split. It will become a full-fledged court war. Jock plans to sue Kendra for emotional distress and public humiliation, according to insiders. That would result in Kendra losing more than just her reputation and hip-hop CIS losing half of its assets. Nevertheless, this is the part that will truly. It will surprise you to hear that Kendra was seeing someone apart from Kirk. As you may recall, there are claims that Kendra had a boyfriend. Can you guess who that person is linked to? If you read correctly, there might be more chaos than meets the eye in this whole situation. If what I'm hearing is accurate, the situation is likely to become out of control, and there will be repercussions shortly because the producers of Love and Hip Hop are reportedly already planning to dismiss Kirk. Kirk and Kendra appear to be together in a video, and if it leaks, it's over. But this isn't done yet, I assure you. This is the part that will send the internet into a full-blown panic. Let's move on to how this backlash will ruin Kirk and Kendra's careers, because what's about to happen is much worse than you would have thought. Stay. In the forthcoming season, Jock and Kendra are already planning their retaliation, while Rashida CIS will depart with the biggest divorce settlement in Love and Hip Hop ever. We will witness the repercussions in real time, and I can assure you that Kirk, Kendra, and Jock don't appear to be doing well, because Mendeecees' attempts to mend the damage following the revelation of Kirk and Kendra's secret affair have been dreadful. Kirk is reeling, Jock is acting pointlessly, and Kendra is in a panic. Part 2 will bring everything to life, so pay attention. Sweetheart, you're wrong to believe that the drama is over. I've heard that the producers of Love and Hip Hop are already getting ready to make some significant cuts. Let me tell you what's been happening behind the scenes ever since M dropped that bombshell, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Cuts mean that Kirk and Kendra will be fired, but their actions have been desperate and awkward, and it will cost them everything. Let's start with Kirk, since he is now acting very grumpy as a result of the reunion disaster. Control mode. According to insiders, Kirk kept phoning Rushy, leaving voicemails, sending SNS, and even showing up at her house without warning. However, my beloved sister Rashida would not accept it. Rashida banned Kirk's phone number the day after the reunion, according to sources, but Kirk wasn't ready to give up lightly, since you don't let your marriage end without a fight. According to reports, Kirk went straight to VH1 and pleaded with them to step in. He told them that if they. According to insiders, management had already decided that Kirk was becoming problematic following years of cheating allegations, questionable business dealings, and ongoing conflict with Rashida. Kirk was fired as a result of his revelation of the network's sinister realities. To put it another way, Kirk was essentially threatening to reveal all of Love and Hop's fabricated stories, staged confrontations, secret producer deals, and backstage drama. Finished tidying up his mess, and Kirk quickly changed the subject when he saw his threats weren't effective. According to sources, Kirk attempted to shift the responsibility to Kendra by telling producers that she was the one who had pursued him and that he was only attempting to support her during her challenging marriage to Jockey. Even though this man truly tried to play the victim, the leaked texts between Kirk and Kendra appear to be bad. We're talking about money transfers, sexual interactions, and even hotel receipts. However, the receipts are truthful, demonstrating that Kirk wasn't being helpful and was having an affair. However, when Jock learned that Kirk was attempting to blame Kendra, he lost it. According to people familiar with the matter, Jock approached Kirk and Rashida at Frost Beat, their restaurant, and demanded to speak with Kirk. Jock became enraged when Kirk attempted to terminate his employment. Witnesses said that Jock got up in the middle of the restaurant and began yelling at Kirk in front of the patrons. Kirk tried to reassure him, but the staff jock allegedly responded, "You betrayed me. You betrayed Rashida. You betrayed this whole family. You think I'm going to let you walk away from this?" The jock also allegedly threatened to make sure Kirk would never work in Atlanta again, which isn't a pointless threat given Jock's connections in the industry. I wasn't even trying to deny it anymore, Kendra, since this is when things became really sticky. Oh, sister. When Rashida didn't respond, Kendra showed up at her house without an invitation. As you know very well, Rashida was not going to entertain it. Rashida allegedly said, "We don't have anything to talk about," after opening the door and seeing Kendra standing there before slamming it in her face. Kendra didn't stop there though. "I didn't plan for this to happen, but he meant every word you said to him. Don't play innocent now," Kendra allegedly said in an email to Rashida later that night. But she struck her with the old ultimate retort. However, if Rashida chooses to pursue the case in court, Kendra may be drawn into a completely different fraud investigation. Yes, you read correctly. Money is also involved in this scandal. According to some very credible sources, Kendra has been managing some of Kirk and Rashida's business affairs behind the scenes. Kirk is accused of transferring funds from Frost Bistro and their joint real estate investments into a private account, and Kendra OCIS was responsible for that account. I'm not saying that Kendra was receiving a share of the profits, but I am saying that the IRS is already investigating, and if Kirk is found guilty of financial fraud, Kendra may also face criminal charges. What's even more shocking is that Kendra is worrying about more than just Jock or Russ anymore. It appears that Mies isn't finished talking yet. According to the sources, Mies has been holding on to some more receipts, and if he releases them, then this situation could go. If it turns out that Kirk was also having an affair with someone close to Yundi, she might turn this into a full-fledged love and hop feud. Additionally, remember that Yandy and E had a messy past together. So if Yandy discovers that Kirk was having an affair with someone from her circle, well, things will get ugly. Sources claim that Kirk has been discussing with his attorney the possibility of a stop order to prevent the use of the footage, and that Jock has been in discussions with the producers of Love and Hip Hop about doing a sit-down with Kirk and Kendra, which, if Jock is successful in doing so on camera, will be the most traded episode in the history of Love and Hip Hop. The producers aren't giving up because, at the end of the day, Love and lives on drama, and this scandal is the biggest one they've had in years. But the fallout is just getting started because there are rumors that Jock has already filed for legal separation from Kendra, which could cost her half of his assets. Rashida, on the other hand, is willing to leave Kirk with his entire empire, including the press boutique, the real estate empire, and Frost Fastro. Gone and Kirk, he's not going down without a fight. But let me tell you something. This isn't over yet because, based on what I've heard, the video of Kirk and Kendra will be released. If that happens, baby Kirk's career won't just end. His entire life will burn to the ground, and you won't be prepared for what's coming next. Oh, you thought this drama was over, but this is Love and Hop, so make sure to stay tuned because part 3 is where the real deal is. I know Kirk won't like it, but the part that has everyone talking is that video of Kirk and Kendra is out there. And from what I've heard, it will surface any moment now. If that happens, baby Kirk's reputation won't just be negatively impacted. The scandal is out, and the fallout is coming fast and furious. Kendra and Jock are involved in a full-fledged legal battle, and Rashida, Osis, is already planning her next big move. Is about to collapse, but first, allow me to explain how the entire empire of Kirk, Kendra, and Jock is already being destroyed by the fallout from this scandal. Believe me, the damage is far worse than anyone could have predicted. First, Kirk's marriage to Rashida is officially over after I came clean about Kirk and Kendra's affair, and she wasted no time in filing for divorce. In fact, she was at her lawyer's office the following morning with a folder full of evidence. Apart from her emotional distress, she is stealing half of Kirk's business empire because, although Kirk believes he is the driving force behind their business empire, Rashida actually controls the keys to everything. For example, her name is on the lease for the press boutique Frost Bistro and Rashida's baby. Oh honey, Rashida has been managing those contracts since day one. So when filed those divorce papers, Kirk was well aware of what was going to happen. And according to those with knowledge of the case, things are not looking good for him. If his lawyers claim that he embezzled joint business funds to conceal his affair with Kendra is successful in court, Kirk may have to give Rashida 50% of their company empire. Kirk, he's not handling it well. It appears that Kirk attempted to contact Rashida after she filed for divorce, but CIS isn't returning his calls. According to insiders, Kirk visited their home last week and pleaded with Rashida to give him another chance, but Rashida promptly closed the door. Witnesses claim that when Rashida opened the door, she looked Kirk in the eyes and asked, "Why should I care now?" Before slamming the door in his face, he said, "You didn't care about me when you were sneaking around with Kendra." However, it was not a cordial interaction. Therefore, Kirk is losing both Rashida and his career as a result. Kirk reportedly consented to depart Love and Hip Hop, which is essentially reality TV. Jargon for "you're laid off, but we're letting you save face." But guess what? Kirk's true reason for leaving was to avoid a bigger scandal. Kirk's use of a private account to send money to Kendra was known to the IRS. When Rashida filed for bankruptcy, the IRS apparently found out. Kirk might face tax fraud and financial misappropriation charges now that the IRS is involved. But things become worse because Jockey isn't allowing the affair to be made public. The IRS received financial records from her legal team, and the figures don't add up, honey. Kirk moved over $250,000, some of which were classified as company expenses, from their corporate accounts to Kendra's personal account. People with knowledge of the matter say that Jock has formally filed for legal separation from Kendra and that his attorney intends to sue her for spousal support and emotional damages. Yes, you read correctly. Jock is also chasing Kirk, but Kendra may wind up paying him after everything. Kirk may owe Jock millions of dollars if Jock's claim for emotional suffering and breach of trust is successful. Some extremely close sources claim that because Mendeecees has more seats than Kirk, Kendra was having an affair with someone else. Kendra was also supposedly having an affair with Yandy's cousin, as far as I can tell. As you are aware, Yandy doesn't fool around with her family, so if it turns out to be true, she will lose it. That's it if Yandy discovers that Kendra was having an affair with a member of her family. He's just sitting back waiting for the right moment to drop those receipts. But let's go back to that video because the streets are talking, and based on what I've heard, the video of Kirk and Kendra together is real. The individual replied, and it's not just a casual conversation. Oh no, this video purports to show Kirk and Kendra, and let's just say that they weren't discussing business. VH1 reportedly already has the tape, and if they decide to show it on the next season of Love and Hip Hop, Kirk's career isn't just over. His entire life is about to be ruined. This is the portion that has everyone in stitches. It seems logical that Jock is connected to the video since he won't allow Kirk to get away with this. It will destroy Kirk's marriage to Rashida, which is, to be honest, already over, and whatever chance he has of resurrecting his career if it is made public. You can be certain that this tale isn't yet over since Rashida plans to relaunch Press Boutique as a solo brand after Kirk quits, and from what I've heard, she's already negotiating with big investors to take the business nationwide. Rashida is poised to become the next major business tycoon, while Kendra is ready to lose everything. I'm considering dropping another bombshell about Kirk. And if it does, this will undoubtedly become the largest scandal in hip-hop and romantic history. You're not prepared for this one, so keep an eye on what comes next. What are your thoughts? Will she try to make amends one last time? Will Kirk Frost perform a last-minute joke to try to rescue himself? Or will she finally leave Kirk and steal everything he's worked for? If Jock brings Kirk to court, how much do you think he will lose? Kirk might be in danger of becoming bankrupt given the current situation. Not to mention me, do you believe he has truly exposed Kirk and Kendra? Or is he still in possession of other documentation that would reveal the whole truth? It would be awful if Yandy became involved. Regarding Kendra, do you believe that Jock will adore her if that video of her and Kirk indeed gets viral? Or do you think this will result in a contentious public divorce? Let's be honest, this issue is far from done, so don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. You already know that I'll be here with the exclusive dissection if that video is released, and I assure you that you won't want to miss it. Be dirty, pay attention, and never forget till the next time. Please provide your ideas in the comments section, as I'm sure you'll have some opinions about this. Truth always finds its way to the surface.